Hello, friends. I gotta do something different. This is my third time recording this message, so I'm gonna clear the energy, okay? No weapons formed against our reality, our sight, will ever, shall ever prosper. Okay, I need to clear the energy because it's a lot of falsity. This is a powerful message, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off. And it was like, I'm going to be very truthful. And as Ye has said, the truth is scary in a world full of lies. It's a very sensitive message, okay? And I just need to cleanse the energy. I just finished meditating, and God, ancestors, spirit guides, angels, universal and galactic beings, guide me, please, in delivering this message, and allow it to sit clearly in people's heart, unbiased, unemotional, because the truth sounds crazy in a world full of lies. Okay, thank you, ancestors. Okay. Okay, AI is biased. Okay, I love myself too so much. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Your girl, after breastfeeding 2 children, had to pay for some enhancements. I love myself so much. A very conscious choice, a gift that I gave myself, okay? I was born with a handful of breasts and no ass to speak of. But because I'm so motivated, instead of paying for an ass, and I know I could build it in the gym, consistency has turned my body just into a very beautiful thing. Thank you, God. I'm gonna put it out there. I love myself so much. Everything I do with my body is with intention. I honor my vessel. I love what God gave me, and I do what I can to enhance it in every way, in mind, body, and spirit. I love myself so much. There is no shame in who I am, okay? None whatsoever. I don't get surgeries and act like I was born like that. No, I'm a real person, okay? And every woman that has given birth knows what this mechanism, this amazing machinery can do, especially when we produce milk in our breasts. It's a lovely time. You know what I'm saying? They just be like watermelons, But then, after breastfeeding is over, what we got to work with out here? Not much, right? And I made a dream of mine come true. Usually I do that, okay? All this is going to make sense. I love myself. So AI is biased. In my book, The Love Effect, I have a chapter called The Womb, the seat of creation, right? Like, this is the womb, right? It's our sacred center. It is where we create life, okay? For a really long time, I suppressed my moon cycle. I was uneducated. I was detached from myself and my body because I had no connection with my womb, okay? That played a big role in my timeline, a huge role, okay? I have learned to love my womb. And so in my book, there is a part where I am talking about how men have surgeries because they are confused. They have lack of love with themselves. And then they have a surgery, maybe chop off their penis. I hope not. That is so wrong. That is a crime against the self. And that operation should be illegal. And it's like, just because you have a surgery and you add breasts or you do cut off your parts, that does not genetically make you a woman, okay? This is a topic in my book, because if you have never experienced wearing a super tampon and a super maxi pad and have blood overflow and had to figure out how are you going to get out of wherever you're currently at, because your moon just had a field day in your pants and your panties and your whatever you're wearing. You know, if you've never had to experience washing out underwear in the sink, if you've never had to experience cramps, if you've never had to experience cysts, if you've never had to experience anything regarding your lining and your uterus, because you don't have one, if you didn't experience that, you are not a woman. And so in my book, I was conveying this message, and I was saying what do I always say? Love yourself, love who you are, love the skin that you are in, because God made no mistakes, none. And it is confusing in the mental state when you are prescribed medications after doing alterations to try and alter and manipulate your DNA. That is crazy. That should be illegal. Doctors should not do that, especially not to minors, because half the adults in the world, 99%, maybe 98%, whatever the percent of adults in the world, don't even know who they are at whatever age. So definitely minors should not be doing that. But to have a surgery means you are blatantly confused. And I pray that you go deep within and find your inner child and love that inner child, and try and tap into the timeline of your existence where something happened and you no longer began to love yourself as you were currently in your physical state. You love that inner part of you. I pray that you address the situation and you really put some love on it, and you begin to accept the skin that you are in, and you stop taking any type of mind altering, mood altering medications that is preventing what naturally should be occurring. I prevent that you find a balanced state of mind and really, really, really love yourself. Okay? When I was trying to convey these truths, these facts in my book, and I was putting a paragraph into the AI to refine it, it came back with a bias. It was like, I cannot be doing this and saying this and da. And I'm like, oh, what? What you mean, AI? How are you taking a stance? What are you even talking about? Do you know what a woman is? Have you seen a woman? Or someone altered something in the program and made you have this thought. But the facts are clearly just the facts. I'm only speaking facts here about what a woman truly is. A woman is not a noun. A woman is a creator. Don't be like pronouns and stuff. Like, a woman is a creator from the womb, the seed of creation, that sacred space. If you are trying to cut anything off that God had gave you because you don't like it, because it's making you feel some kind of way, you really need to delve into what even made those emotions come up. Not let me cut it off and someone's like happy to do it. That's a problem. And that's the other message, the disillusionment. That stuff be in our face, plain as day. What was in our face that was plain as day? I had seen on the ESPY Awards so many years ago that this disabled veteran, a woman, was picked over by Caitlyn Jenner, a confused being that has the DNA of a man, had surgery, and was awarded Woman of the Year. In the audience, they were participating in the disillusionment by standing up and clapping at this mockery and the disrespect of this disabled female born woman veteran at the ESPY Awards. I thought that was very disrespectful. So when it came time for me to write my book, and that was the topic, That's what I was referring to. This on a world stage being acknowledged as a truth, and that clearly was a lie put in front of our faces. How could we alter ourselves in that way and then that be awarded? That is a joke. That shouldn't be recognized. That means someone needs some deep, deep healing. And I pray that they get emotional stability for any being that is out there that is confused, trying to alter their genetic code and then cutting off parts of them that they were born with and then going to throw on a label and act like that changes the DNA, because it doesn't. Okay? This is heavy. This is heavy disillusionment. That now I see on governmental website, them perpetuating the lie, talk about male, female, or other. What are you saying? What are you saying? No. They are just portraying more lack of self-love. That's why my message is always about love. Love of self. Love who you are. It's exhausting wearing masks. It's tiring. No one should ever have to take medication to balance themselves out. Healing yourself will do that. And your medicine is really the rainbow, the fruits and vegetables that God create. That'll really help you clear your mind up by consuming the proper things. But if you in environments where people are encouraging confusion, that is a telltale sign. Those people do not love you and they do not have your best interest at heart if they not asking you no serious questions on how can they assist you. Okay, this is the message, friends. Love, love, love yourself. And if you're doing some enhancements, hey, I'm not mad at that, but own what you paid for. Don't be fronting like you got genetics on your side with a fat ass and some big old titties. All right? Mines are lovely, but I know I spent some money on these jokers and my body looks amazing. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I am so grateful for who I am and all of the skin that I am in. I am 92% original. Okay? 92% original. 98%, sorry. 98%. 98% original and got an enhancement. Everything else is real. And I'm grateful and I own it because I love myself. I am authentic. I am real. Okay? Friends, see past the illusion and the disillusionment portraying itself as real right in front of our eyes. Anyone that does not own everything about who they are, the moves that they make, and they saying complete lies in front of you, that is an illusion. And don't buy into it. You can't believe anything anyone says that is not the truth. You have to learn how to discern when there is lies right in our faces. That is the message. That is the message. That is the message, friends. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Please wake up to the reality that we have been disillusioned. And love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Love the skin that you are in. If you are overweight, do something about it. Take action. Go to the gym. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Nourish your body with fruits and vegetables. Drink water, electrolyte water. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. That is the message. Okay, friends? Have a wonderful day. I'm going to clear the energy because that was a lot. Thank you, God, for the release of this message. May it heal the hearts and touch the hearts that it needs to. May the people that have confusion find clarity within. May they release their shadows, God. May they heal the wounded inner child within. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye.